Ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
We're back on the front line,
Whistle up, here to mobilise.
following Scotland's paramedics.
Top floor fire in a block of 4.
Got an 80-year-old female who's fallen outside.
He's been stabbed. Is the attacker still nearby? I need you to say the word now every time her chest rises.
Every day, they save lives.
Hi there.
We're the first people that people see when life can get quite desperate.
You're okay, you're not going to fall?
You sure?
100%.
And every day, they face new challenges.
Oh, they were going in with shields.
We're expected to dip into everything: mental health, trauma, medical.
But now we're being stretched even further.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I can understand you without swearing.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Sometimes you're seeing people at their absolute worst.
You're fine. You're fine.
Listen, you're in safe hands now, all right?
At the end of every shift, I can go home knowing that I've made a bit of a difference.
This is Scotland's ambulance service, serving over 5 million people in every corner of the country. This time, we're with crews in Glasgow, Stornoway, and Newbridge. Lee and Ryan are on their way to a road traffic collision in the village of Polmont, near Falkirk.
What did the text message say? Tell you now. 2 children and 4 adults. I think when it came through as an RTC, because I know the area, I was thinking, this isn't a fast road, it can't be up too much.
So is it?
And I think we had that discussion on the way to it. So we'll come off here. They can they come off here.
Aye, then they get.
Other ambulances are also heading to the same incident.
But he never realised there was another one behind them.
That's the only thing with driving like a convoy, isn't it?
I know.
They let one by and then they don't realise.
It looks quite smart
Aye, it's
to
cool
look
to
at,
see, aye.
but it's quite dangerous. This is where I grew up.
You have lots of memories coming back here.
Aye. That was a local park. Used to go sledging up there when it was snowing. And in fact, I took Rory Ryle up there a couple of years ago when we had quite a lot of snow. God, this is memories. Clear.
Oh, a lot of blue lights up here.
This is it. 275 on scene.
I thought it was somebody lying on the floor there, but it's a tyre.
Oh. So the RTC was actually in a street near where I grew up, so I knew it had to be a relatively low speed crash. It wouldn't be total carnage. However, when we arrived on scene, it did turn out to be a bit of carnage because there was 3 vehicles involved. There was debris up and down the road. There was
Parked cars involved.
yeah. Hiya.
We have got a baby who has been in a buggy, who has been hit by one of the cars. Once and go has destroyed the buggy. Then in 32 looks unharmed, but there's 3 kids and an adult in 32.
It was a bit chaotic. There was a car in the middle of the road, bumper lying off, wheel lying off, bashed in. There was cars up the left-hand side with no wing mirrors and damage to them. There was folk everywhere. I think school had just finished as well, so there was a lot of kids about, a lot of bystanders, so you need to really try and find out what's going on and who's involved and who's kind of priority.
We've possibly got another 4 or 5 patients at this incident. We're trying to assess them at the moment, so if you could possibly send 2 conveying resources at the moment. Can you send red at the moment? I've got 1 person with a really low blood sugar, and I've currently got a child in a buggy, then the buggy's been hit. My colleagues are currently assessing name. I will give you a shout with an update once I know the condition.
I'll get them headed ASAP and update over the top, over.
Cheers, thank you.
We are going for an 86-year-old female who has fallen on the floor. Possible facial injury. Go and see how this wee lady is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibly a carer might have phoned it in for her.
And the carers aren't allowed to pick the patient up, so they're not. But if it's an injury to a dangerous place, like a head or a hip, then that's when we get called.
Yeah.
Glasgow's not a big, massive area. It's all quite compact. So we're always 10 minutes away from a hospital. There's a lot of trauma, a lot of RTCs, probably different types of RTCs than you get in the country. We get a lot of people versus cars versus pedestrians. We get a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, a lot of misuse of things. I think that's everywhere, but I think we're probably the tip of the spear to be.
Oh look, there's an ambulance passing an ambulance.
Oh, there we stand by, look. Give him a wee toot, shall we?
A wee toot.
Your boys are going to the Celtic Rangers today?
Yeah, they're going to the game.
Are you
Parkhead.
Are you not concerned for them?
No, they go to, they're season ticket holders and they have been for many years. So every game that they go to and the bit that they sit in the family section, so they enjoy the game, they enjoy watching the game.
Mighty Celtic or something like that? Do they have a nickname?
The champions.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Definitely, before a football match, there is a kind of sense of calmness.
Calm before the storm.
It is calm before the storm.
You can feel it, like, can you?
Yeah,
definitely. It's in the air.
Definitely, I would say the majority of calls that we get for older people that are non-health related is falls that then impact the patient's mobility, or they feel a wee bit more vulnerable. Hi. Our first job of that day was found by the home carers that come and visit Betty in the morning, and it looked like she'd taken a tumble out of her chair and fallen onto the fireplace. How are we?
I think so.
You can't turn. Where are you sore?
All around your back.
All around your back. Okay. This right arm, can you feel me touching it? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have a wee feel at your legs as well, okay?
Yes. Oh. That's good.
Is that always sore like that? Okay. Right, what we're going to do is you've got a pillow here, okay? Myself and David are going to get you flipped over onto your back and we'll see how you're feeling, okay? I'm going to hold your head.
Move this arm out a wee bit, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we are, Betty. We'll just move in the wee stages, okay?
When did you fall?
No.
What time?
Right. Something?
Absolutely.
I've not been in bed all night.
Okay.
I made that bed, that's exactly it is.
So you've not been to bed? Oh my goodness.
So, oh, Jesus.
There we are, Betty.
That's you. You're facing the right way now, Betty.
There's your face. I don't know what you look like.
See that one there, down there.
I think she was confused about what had happened. It hadn't just happened. It had been a number of hours that she'd been on the floor. So, and that gives us some things to consider with how she is and what sort of things might be affecting her.
Is this the second time?
It's all right, don't worry about it. You can lie back on this bit if you want. You're okay, you're not going to fall.
You sure?
100%.
There you go.
Is that better?
Aye.
Just leave your hand here the now. Okay? And we'll get that strapped up.
Lying on the floor all night, feeling helpless, not able to do anything. That can obviously play a part in anxiety. It can also play an effect on your physical health as well. If you're struggling to move, you could be rigid up as well, stiffen up as well. Could potentially do yourself more damage if you're trying to get up and things like that. So there's a lot of things that we would need to consider.
I'm going to take a wee drop of blood, okay?
Just give her face a wee bit of a knock there.
Dracula, but that's what I was saying. We only drink it. And I see you've got some over there, but I only drink it fresh. So I'll need to get.
If the patient's up for it, I like to provide a wee bit of humour.
You do. To most.
Well, if they're up for it, you can tell if a patient needs a wee bit. You can do a wee bit of probing and try and get a laugh out of her.
Bend in the middle for us.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, it's sore.
Yeah, you'll be stiff, Betty.
Like you hold this hand. How does that feel?
A wee bit better.
A wee bit better?
Oh, I got a fight then.
Will we get you onto the couch?
No.
No?
15 no lying.
We can't leave you lying here all day.
I know,
we can lying here all night.
We'd get fired.
It looked like she had given herself quite a knock to her cheekbone, her eye and her forehead. All this is quite concerning.
We'll go on 3. 1, 2.
Because we need to establish, is this all a result of the fall?
We'll do a wee twirl.
David.
Oh, no.
I'll lead, okay?
Oh, I'm going to fall.
You're all right. So I think that Betty had fallen before in the past, but I think she was with someone when she fell, and it wasn't that long. So falling overnight and lying on the ground, not able to get yourself up. If you think about your future, what does that mean for you staying in your own home? What does that mean for, going forward, for what sort of care that she would have to have? Does she need to go into a home? Does she need to have a family member check in on her more often?
Nice and tall for me, perfect. And we're just going to shift round. David's got you at the back.
Oh, good.
Bum on the bed, that's it.
There we go.
You did it.
I'll see you too.
Right, so David's going to hold you at the back.
She would need to go to hospital as a place of safety. She wouldn't have been able to stay in her home in the condition that she was. She was all cut and bleeding and stiff and sore and things like that. So she needed a wee bit of TLC.
And as the carers, have it always been the kind of 4 times a day?
It's just started.
Has it just started?
So it's...
She's quite independent beforehand?
Aye, oh aye.
She was good, a classic Glasgow wee old woman, I think, independent, stubborn, and able to give it as good as she takes it.
Got to take you down to the ambulance. All right.
Do you know what? I'm going to have to stay here the now because I can't leave him. Aye.
In the village of Polmont, Lee and Ryan are dealing with a multiple car collision. 2 people are injured. As special operations paramedics, it is Lee and Ryan's job to support the emergency crews already on scene.
So when we arrive on scene, normally someone takes the role of incident commander. So if I'm not there, Ryan could jump into that position. Anybody in our team could jump into that position and just really back up the ambulance crews that are there and then try and work out how many resources you're needing and allocate them appropriately. Hi, just an update here. So we've got a 39-year-old male who seems to be hypoglycemic and a 37-year-old male who's complaining neck pain. They are going to be conveyed to Forth Valley Royal.
As Debbie explained, we're going to get you on that wee scoop to get you lying flat because you've got a sore neck. All right.
He said he felt quite a sharp pain there.
What's your pain? Oh, it's got worse. It's got worse over time. Right. I think the adrenaline will. Aye, it will.
The passenger in the vehicle was complaining of neck pain and back pain. He self-extricated from the car, but when we arrived on scene, it was important to kind of immobilise him properly, and that's the kind of steps we took with him.
Okay, ready, set, slide.
Brilliant. Right. Happy there, right? Slide that in.
Neck injuries can be life-changing, and great care is taken to move the neck and spine as little as possible until an X-ray can confirm how severe the damage is.
He's 6 out of 10 pain just now. Only from his neck, but passenger eye. Right.
Ready, set, lift.
I've got, is it the buckles? Is it buckles?
Initial reports said a baby's buggy had been hit. Thankfully, the baby is uninjured, but there are other children involved.
Hello, were you in the white car?
White car, aye.
Right, and who else is in the white car? All right. Were they coming to collect you?
Yeah.
Oh man, are you okay? Listen, am I scared? Well, I'll take this mask off. Is it because of that? Is it because of that? You all right, pal? Do you get a fright?
Aye, they did get a fright.
All right, darling. How are you feeling?
You speak to any paramedic or technician, they'll say the same thing. I think nobody likes dealing with children, and it's just because it's so relatable. If you've got kids or family and that, you can just imagine getting a phone call. Or it's horrible. So, aye, your heart sinks.
The wee boy there, he's upset. They all seem fine. She was sitting stationary.
Right.
So she's not wanting to go.
She was in that car?
She was in that car and stationary.
How did that end up in that?
I know, it was going up that way, it was going this way. That's affirmative. We've assessed 4 at scene and they won't be travelling to hospital. Roger, we'll just get packed up and then we will clear.
My dad took unwell when I was young, and I was kind of used to ambulance a few times to the house. I seen the way the guys were with him and the way they treated him. It was a big reason why I joined, actually. My dad actually died just before I applied, so it kind of just made sense. It flowed well, and it was a good wee indication just to go for it. He'd have probably wanted that as well.
I joined ambulance service 28 years ago.
When it was horse and cart.
I can't imagine actually doing anything different now because I've done it for that long. I don't think I'd be able to do an office job or a normal job as such. I don't think I could.
I can't see myself doing anything else.
No.
All right, okay. So I do need to make you aware that we are experiencing very high call volumes at present. Now, we will respond as quickly as we can, but there may be a delay before arriving there with you. I was a manager in retail, in food retail, and I loved my job. And I just felt like I needed to be doing more. There's more that I can do and there's more that I want to do. Okay. I just knew that I wanted to do something that fulfilled me more, that made me feel like I was, as cheesy and as cliche as it sounds, that I was making a difference, that I was helping people for the right reasons.
Roxanne is in the last hour of her 12-hour shift.
So is he stuck underneath the bucket of the tractor? I think particularly in the Highlands, with it being so rural, we get a lot of accidents, rural accidents, farming, agricultural, you know, things that you wouldn't even think of normally. and I'm quite known to be a magnet for those calls as well, so I've taken my fair share of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course. Like I say, help is on the way, okay. Is he still trying to talk? What's going on at the moment? What's he doing at the moment? What's happening at the moment? What's he doing? You said that there's the tractor there and you're on the main road. Will the crew see you easily enough? Oh, okay, so just make it clear to those gentlemen that have come along to help, just make it absolutely clear to do not move him, okay, unless he's in danger.
Everybody's first instinct, if somebody's trapped, you want to make it so that they're no longer trapped. However, when it's a trauma, and particularly with a large object like a tractor, we don't know the extent of the injuries for the patient. The patient could be fully awake and talking, you know, fully compos mentis, having a conversation with you. But that doesn't mean that there aren't injuries that we're unaware of. There could be lots of internal injuries that we just don't know about. And moving the patient could actually cause more harm than good.
Okay, are you able to put him back down for me?
With more helpers gathering and noise levels rising, Roxanne is trying to pick out the key information from the other end of the call.
Sorry, caller. I was just trying to listen. Sorry, I was just trying to listen to what that lady was saying. She said he tried to lean on the tractor and he's missed and he's slipped under it.
You know, sometimes people can be spoken to in a cool, calm, you know, soothing voice. I appreciate that you're upset, but I need you to listen to me. I really need you to listen to my instructions. Some people that doesn't work with, and you have to be a lot firmer. You have to say to them, stop talking, listen to what I'm saying. You need to do this and you need to do it now.
I can hear the sirens. Okay, you just let me know when they're right with you, okay? How is he doing?
I absolutely feel like I'm helping people. Do I feel like I can be doing more? Absolutely, but who doesn't? Am I glad I'm here? Am I glad I did it? Absolutely, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Right, all right, no problem. I will leave you with the crew, okay? You're more than welcome. You take care now. Thank you, bye-bye.
The full-time whistle has gone at today's match, and fans are now heading home.
So we've been called to the city centre for a unknown age male, who has been stabbed in the face and back. So police are en route, as are other ambulance resources.
In Glasgow, the aftermath of a Celtic Rangers match can be a busy time for the emergency services. And it looks like today is no exception.
So we don't know what's currently happening, if the attacker is still on the scene, what sort of incident has happened around it. But we'll find out when we get there.
I would say it's not uncommon to get a call such as a stabbing or a fight or anything over this, a violent attack. It's probably pretty common, but not every day. On a match day such as Celtic and Rangers, you can prepare yourselves that you probably will end up at a job where an altercation such as violence has happened.
I think I've only had less than a handful the last few years that I've been out.
Yeah, I think I've only had one that's been quite catastrophic, and the rest have all been people that have been stabbed and have been fine about it. And the one that was catastrophic was more of a machete attack than a knife attack. I laugh in the face of danger. That's not true. The police will probably already be there, yeah.
I feel safe.
Yes.
Quite a lot of people get stabbed in like the legs or the arms or the butt for some reason. I get quite a lot of people stabbed.
Slashings.
Oh, some slashings as well.
Excuse me.
It can quickly change, it can quickly go downhill, and sometimes if it's more than just if it nicks something or damage has been done, then it quickly can, they're on the ground, they can be bleeding out really quickly, they can deteriorate super quickly, and we need to do a lot of things around them.
Stab proof vest on.
So cool. Should we have our stab proof vest?
Brilliant.
As well as police, Special Operations paramedics Brian and Paul are already on scene.
I'm all right, how are you?
We were surrounded by everybody else wearing body armour, weren't they?
Yeah,
Apart from us.
I think that was a joke between me and David, that we were the only ones without stab-proof vests on.
And we were the ones that took them.
And we were the only ones that took them, and we were the only ones in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Which is quite common.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, I'm David. How's it going?
Right, we'll be in the back of this ambulance to get cleaned up properly, eh?
Aye, let's go.
He'd been stabbed in the trunk. Then, you know, he could have hit something potentially very important on the inside. So we still, even though he was acting normal, we still had to take it seriously.
With the patient calm and stable, Bernie and David take him to Glasgow's Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
We'd let the Queen Elizabeth know that we were coming in with a person that had been stabbed in the trunk, and they take that very seriously as well. They had everybody waiting, so there was surgeons and consultants and things like that waiting for us in resus.
In Glasgow, football-related violence adds yet more pressure to a service that is already stretched. Elsewhere in the city, Chelsea and Chris are having a busy day.
So we're off to Pollock now for a 62-year-old who has fallen, cut his head and arm. He's had some sort of dizzy turn.
Okay.
So on the other side of the city, and it's already been in for an hour and 20 minutes, so probably quite a few jobs waiting for crews. You know, it's quite a common thing now that calls wait for an extended period of time. I mean, sometimes it is concerning, you know, because you can see that a call's been in for, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours, you know, and if it's been a fall, then they have potentially internal injuries or fractures, or they're lying in one position and can't move.
Unfortunately, sometimes there's a higher demand, which is just kind of unmanageable. Lovely sunny day. Hi there, ambulance. Tap.
The patient, Martin, is being supported by his daughter and his wife, Shirley.
Guess she's been waiting a wee while for us.
It's not actually been that long. About 2 hours.
2 hours. I like how people say 2 hours is not that bad. What's happened today then?
He fell. Reading between the lines, he's took a dizzy turn.
Right.
The carer was in the kitchen.
Right.
And he went to the toilet, and his fell coming in there.
Was the carer in?
Carer was in the kitchen, so he just heard thud, and he was lying in the ground.
His dizzy turns, is that quite a common occurrence?
No, this is the first. He's had his stroke nearly 10 years ago. He's left him right-sided weakness and no speech.
Okay.
Well, she's a chat. Martin, I'm going to do your checks, okay?
See that? Looks like a wee nasty cut you've gave yourself.
He's cut his hands all cut and all. This is comforter.
And here? Aye. No, it's no sore at all.
It was quite a difficult call again because the patient had had a previous stroke which had left him with a weakness. His mobility wasn't that good and he had problems with his speech which kind of limited his communication.
I thought you said your legs sore. Your ankle, when you're when you're standing on it?
The speech problems that Martin had makes it difficult to get a kind of first-hand account on his past medical history. But thankfully, him and his wife had a lovely bit of communication between them, and that she basically translated everything that he was able to put across to her.
If he was alone, we would have really struggled to communicate. Any other medical conditions?
He's diabetic, he's got high blood pressure,
right.
He's cholesterol,
right.
Takes seizures, he's not had a seizure in over
a long time.
about 2.5 years.
Right, it looks like you've got off lucky this time, you know, and hopefully you've not broken any bones in that leg. But your face, it looks nasty, but doesn't it? It looks like it will heal. Was it a seizure?
No. He says it was
definitely just a dizzy turn.
Dizzy turn.
So with these dizzy turns, because that's a new thing for you and it's no happened, I think going down to the hospital is probably the best bet. But once we do all these rechecks, I'll do an ECG, have a proper look at your heart as well, and then I'll try and stand you up because I want to see what your blood pressure and things like that does, okay? Right, here we go then. 1, 2, 3. Does that feel dizzy?
Of his history, they weren't too sure what were causing the falls. He does have reduced mobility normally, and his family advised that this was becoming more common. So we took him in for a full assessment into the hospital.
You know, we couldn't really rule out if he'd potentially had another stroke and that's affecting his mobility, or if there was something else that was affecting his mobility.
What, a minute or two, Chris, you want to go? So we're just taking him in and we'll get him a check at the hospital, probably get a wee scan and things done just to make sure that there's nothing kind of untoward or anything that's caused it. Just another wee couple of bumps coming back out onto this ramp, okay?
Oh, sure, if you want for me. Right. It'll be interesting to see.
His hand looks sore.
You know, with that, if he's kind of broken maybe a bit of small bones in his hand.
And foot as well.
Quite a complicated patient and had quite a lot of medical conditions going on. It was good that his wife could, you know, kind of communicate for him.
Being
she was like
telepathic. I mean, that was like sign language, but without even having to move.
Orange response bag.
Is number 6.
Yellow response bag.
Is number 5.
Red response bag I've got here is number 1. Syringe drivers I've got in here, I've got 1, 3 and 5. Yellow drug bag I've packed also in here, that's also number 6.
Okay.
Stevie Lee is a paramedic on the Scottish Ambulance Service's fixed-wing aircraft.
Its role is to transport patients from rural and remote locations back to centres of excellence for treatments. If you have a heart attack in Stornoway, you don't have easy access to the cardiac services. That puts you at a disadvantage. And it also means that these communities can continue to grow because you've got this equality right across the country. We're all good?
Good to go.
Today, Stevie and his team are heading to Stornoway on the Isle of Lewis. From there, they will transport their patient to Rigmore Hospital in Inverness. A total journey of 282 miles.
And we go to Stornoway quite a lot. 90% of the time, it's what we call air ambulance transfers. It will be myself, ambulance paramedic, 2 pilots, just another ambulance. It's just got wings on it. Right, doors closed and checked. Jamal, how you doing? It's Stephen. We're going to go, we'll be 50 minutes, 50 minutes to Stornoway, mate. Excellent, thanks very much. Speak to you soon. Cheers, bye-bye.
Stevie's patient will be 86-year-old Flora.
It's a cardiology problem. It's a problem with her heart, and the cardiologists are the guys she needs to see. Cardiac specialists are in Regmore and Inverness, so she had to go and see them.
Flora's condition is potentially very serious, so Stevie is accompanied by a team of medics who will help monitor her and intervene if necessary.
Her heart was starting to fail. It was slowing down. To keep it running, they had an infusion of a drug which speeds up her heart. But that had to be infused over a long time. It wasn't one we could give as a single bolus, where she could have it and then we would be okay for a set period until we got to the hospital. This had to keep running. So that's why the teams were invaluable that day.
Flora has been brought from Stornoway Hospital. Although her condition is stable, the trickiest part of the journey is still to come.
Maybe put it in a bit of perspective. The bit that we do and the bit that all my colleagues do when we're transporting patients between hospitals is the most dangerous part of any patient's journey.
Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Going down. If they're in hospital, even if it's not the most suitable hospital for that patient, there's lots of people and lots of expertise that are available.
Straight ahead.
Once we get up into the air, there is the 3 people on the back of that aircraft. We have limited space to work, we have limited drugs that we carry. We carry the essentials that we think we're going to need. So there's always that worry that there's something unknown going to happen.
Right. Is everybody happy?
Yes.
Is there anything you need?
Islanders of a certain vintage, a lot of them don't want to leave the island. It's where they were born, where they've lived their whole lives, where they've had their families. And I don't know if there's a bit of, if I leave the island, I might not come back and not be here when the end comes. If you live in the Central Belt your whole life, you don't realise how big Scotland is, how empty it is. And I'll put that in a bit of perspective for you. If we fly to Sombra from Glasgow, it takes us an hour and 10 minutes. If we fly to Luton, which is just north of London, that takes us an hour and 20 minutes. That's how big Scotland is. And if you fly across at night, and it's a clear night, there's no many lights on as you fly across the country. It's just an amazing place.
1,600 miles, beautiful. Okay for the door? Clear.
Flora will go to Regmore Hospital in Inverness for life-saving treatment.
And it's always a relief when you get to the other end and the patient gets off and goes on their way.
Stevie and the crew still have one more flight to take. Home to Glasgow.
I started patient transport and I wanted to go accident emergency. And one of the reasons I wanted to go accident emergency is I wanted to fly in the plane. And I've been here 6 years. I say it to everybody, this is the best job in the service. Absolutely the best job in the service. I love what I do. I've got a plane that flies me across Scotland. And days like today, it's beautiful. I've seen some amazing things and I've been able to meet so many interesting people. I just can't quantify how good this job is.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing? Is the patient breathing? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, it's okay. Right, bear with me. Please bear with me. Where are you at the moment? Thank you. Tell me exactly what's happened.
Chloe is 8 hours into a 12-hour night shift. She's on a call to an elderly woman who has fallen.
So, did you fall or did you just bang your head against somewhere? Okay. Okay, are you alone at the moment? You're on your own. And confirm to me, how old are you, please? 82, okay. And when did this happen?
Older people always find they're a lot more stubborn when they phone. They'll phone and they don't want to cause a hassle, they don't want to cause a bother at all. But these are the people that really need the help going out.
I know, we'll get someone to come and check you over. Now, just to confirm to me, is there any serious bleeding? Is anything spurting or pouring?
She just didn't want to be a bother. She didn't want to trouble anyone to come out. And I think she'd been on the floor for quite a wee while before she'd actually phoned.
No, we don't want you driving anywhere, okay? So don't do that. Now, are you having any difficulty breathing?
When people call with fall injuries, we advise them not to move unless they're in any danger and not to splint up any injuries, because they might have what could be a sore back. We don't know the extent of that back injury though, and you moving that might cause further injury or cause more pain to yourself.
I know you are. Are you still on the floor?
I think she was a little bit anxious, but getting down to their kind of level, the tone of voice that you're using, reassuring them that we're going to get someone to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm organising help for you now, so just stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay? Now, once you've opened the door for me, just don't move unless you're in any danger and don't splint any injuries, okay?
Here's to us, here's to you and me, 'cause without you I don't know what I would do. Well, now you got me, and you got me too. Yeah, it's always been you. This just feels like home.
Oh, good, good. Now, we are experiencing very high call volumes at present. We will respond as quickly as we can, but there may be a delay before arriving with you, okay? But we're going to get someone out to you.
That's really hard to tell someone when they've already been lying on the floor for 3 hours and then decided, right, I'm going to phone now. And then you have to tell them that there's a chance there's going to be another 4-hour wait.
So, do you think you're able to get someone that could come and sit with you? Well, listen, please be reassured. I know you're very worried at the moment, okay? But please be reassured that we've got help arranged for you. We will get someone out to you as soon as an ambulance is available. We'll get someone out to you. I just don't get to see where they're dispatched from. I'm afraid we cover the whole of Scotland. So, like I said, I just don't get to see where they're dispatched from.
So I can't tell people when an ambulance will arrive. I can only give them an estimate. If a higher priority comes in and that crew's en route to an emergency and they're the closest resource, they will get stood down to go there, depending on what they're already attending to. So we just never ever tell them when someone's going to be there, because it just might not be the correct information that we're passing through either.
I do need to hang up now to take another call, but I need you to be reassured. We've got help arranged for you and someone will be with you as quickly as they can. Now, I've got your number here on the screen in case we need to get in touch with you. But before I let you go, if you get worse in any way at all, call us back immediately for further instructions, okay? And we'll get someone out to you as quickly as we can. All right, you take care now. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, bless her. Oh, bless her.
And that one, I just find that they ones really, they really touch my heart a wee bit because I always think they don't want to be a nuisance, they don't want to cause any bother. And these people, they generally need a lot of help. She was really sweet. She had a bit of a fall. She thought she'd had another step on her stairs and missed the step and had a wee trip, and she'd said that she was in her panic. Carpet was covered in blood, but she was more important than the carpet, I think. You just empathise with people and you just put yourself in their situation. If that was my gran that was lying there, how would I want her to be spoken to on the phone? How would I want someone to make her feel in that time of need as well? Yeah, just always empathise with people and put yourself in their shoes.
So we're off for this 37-year-old female that has taken an overdose.
Crewmates David and Bernadette are attending the last job of their shift.
An overdose can lead to cardiac arrest, apparently.
What can that, depending on quantity?
Yeah, yes, so we need to see how much she's taken. And low blood pressure. Or chronically low blood pressure.
Wow.
So I wonder if she has some sort of heart problem.
Anyway.
Yeah.
People trying to take their own lives is definitely one of our biggest areas and something that we attend daily.
We're unsure of how much she's taken or really what else is going on, as the boyfriend went to a nearby pub to borrow the phone of the landlord to phone an ambulance. So, all a bit vague, but we'll find out when we're there.
All right, where are we going?
Bedroom's the best because I've got the dog in the living.
The crew were expecting a female patient.
I told her I put a white lie on the telephone only because I was in the pub and there was other people listening, but telephone calls for me.
Tell us what's been happening, my man.
I took a load of tablets.
How much did you take? Did you take all of this?
I think I took about 9 and I took the rest of those tablets apart from the 2 left.
Okay, so was this full?
He had taken a mixture of drugs, and the drugs that he had taken were quite strong. But he was willing to be engaged with us, and he could open up that he was scared what might happen.
There's a few questions we need to ask. Are you going to hurt yourself? Do you still intend to kill yourself? Do you have a plan to kill yourself? And they're sort of indications of how serious someone is about trying to take their own lives. And by their answers, we can get a sort of judgment of what stage they're at.
Okay, you have a wee seat, my friend, and Bernie's going to do a couple of wee checks on you, if that's all right. So, why did you do this?
I was in seeing the psychiatric team just a few days ago, and I told them I was feeling suicidal.
Okay. I'm going to take this wee hand here.
So they sent me home anyway. They didn't seem to pay heed to what I was trying to do.
So, did you take these as an attempt to commit suicide today?
I was fed up. I was tired. Hard to explain.
No, I completely understand, my friend, and I just want to try and understand what's been happening and why you've been feeling this way, you know?
Diagnosis of borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
And I've spent time in hospital before this year as well.
How long have you struggled with mental health problems for?
Well, I really started hitting me in my 30s. I've had lots of trauma in the past, but
it didn't really start to really affect me until I hit my mid-30s.
Have they been a tough few years? And so today was an attempt to commit suicide?
The problem is when you take things like pills, is that you've got that waiting time where you end up regretting things. And that's when I end up phoning 999 because I start to panic in case I'm in pain or in case there's negative symptoms and it frightens me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just wish there was a way. That's the only way I can see things going.
That's tough, man. It's hard to hear for us as well.
I'm adamant I want to go through with this.
Well, we're adamant that we wouldn't like that to happen, and we'd like to try and help you in whatever way we can. He had already taken what could potentially be a lethal overdose, or it was definitely within the range of toxicity levels, and he was concerned that the way he'd chosen to die would be painful for him, and he didn't want to die in pain. He wanted to get this reversed so that he would have, his other plan was to kill himself. So we were able to determine that he had a plan, and he'd already shown that he was serious about what he intended to do.
Empathy is a massive part of the job as a paramedic. There's never any judgment on our part of people's needs or the way that people live. I think that we're not there to judge people, as we're just there to give them guidance and support and to kind of treat any health matters to the best of our ability.
David and Bernadette ask about the patient's family.
And do they love you?
Of course.
Of course. And do you think they would need to see you as well in this world?
To be honest, I see them so few, so rarely that I don't know if it would make any difference.
I think if we were to ask them, I think they would say something else. And I think they'd be keen to see you more. Have you reached out to anybody? Any of your family or friends? No. That's the hardest thing, isn't it? That's the hardest part, isn't it?
They have their own families and their own issues to deal with.
So see if any of them had an issue and they came to you, would you have time for them?
Of course, I would try, yeah.
Yeah, and they would do the same for you. I'm sure of it. I can tell by the way you are, you seem like a nice man. And you've got care and love for people. Is that fair? And even just to get them to talk about their issues and open up about their issues can be huge. I think I've had lots, and maybe you as well have had lots of people say, this is the first time I've ever told people this, or this is the first time I've ever said this, or something that they've been holding in for a long time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Gert, look who he goes to.
Oh, hello, look who he came to immediately. He didn't come to us. He wants his daddy.
Steal the dogs. Wee Jackawawa. Hello, gorgeous. I'll see you in a second.
One of the things that we were using with the dog as well, we were kind of using it as a hook for him.
Yeah, because he loved the dog.
So what would happen to the dog? The dog would miss you. If you died, what would happen? They will miss you, and that sort of brings them back. Realizes other people
into reality.
Yeah, I think we had a wee disagreement, didn't we?
I can't believe you're bringing that up.
Well, sometimes we disagree on like what like I would go for a hook, not say a hook is to bring them back, something to make them cling to this sort of life, and I was going down the path of family, and Benny wanted to stick with the dog.
At The Beauty Chef, we believe gut health starts with regularity, which is why we created the perfect poo. It's deliciously flavoured with kiwi and strawberry, and it feeds your gut microbiome so it can truly flourish. The hero ingredient is Solnal, a science-backed fibre that supports microbial diversity, healthy stool consistency, and overall bowel health. Just mix 2 teaspoons into water, then flow with plenty of extra water to keep things moving. The Beauty Chef, it's a gut thing, now at Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah, he's full of love, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants to be in there. He wants to be in next to his daddy.
7.8.
So why don't we go down and we'll see about this medication, and we'll see all the stuff you've taken, and we'll see what we can do about it. Yeah. I think you should reach out to your family as well.
I don't think that will help.
How do you know?
Because I've been battling my mental health for years, and it's...
You can't, it's one of you can't do it. You can't do it by yourself, though.
I don't want to do it anymore.
You need to try for all the people in your life. You need to give it a good go. I believe that.
Hello? That's it. I think it's small steps, isn't it?
That's it. You can't do this alone, mate. You can't. No, none of us could.
The best part of this job, I think, is we get to come and help people, and we do provide that help. Even if in conversations we can bring people up, checking on people and things like that.
The patient agrees to go to hospital.
How are you feeling now?
I think that sometimes the anonymity that we have is good. You know, we can say to them, we're just 2 people, you'll never see us again. Why don't you try and say what you're holding in? Why don't you try and say it out just into the, almost into the air? And that does seem to, it's a tool for me anyway.
Mental health is part of every job that we attend to, I would say. I think the more you do the job, the more you become aware of how much that affects so many people in day-to-day life. And again, it's a very overstretched part of the NHS.
At A&E, the patient's blood will be checked to make sure there is no permanent damage from his overdose today. Then he will be reconnected with mental health services.
Yeah, I mean, he was obviously in a very dark place, and it doesn't take a 20-minute conversation to bring him back from the abyss. I hope he gets the help that he needs and can be happy. I feel like there was more to get into. I obviously felt a lot of shame around it.
Yeah.
Which was quite sad.
But you get, it was...
He didn't want to seek help. He didn't feel like he'd trust a stranger to ask help for himself.
Yeah.
That was sad, actually, never. He had to lie and say it was, I need help from my girlfriend, when it was actually for himself. Stigma.
The stigma with mental health.
Stigma around mental health.
Yeah.
I hope that he makes it.
Different days bring different challenges, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.